All right, I believe we are live from the den of Rig Outdoors, and we're just getting started. Sure that some will be in. I hope it's Sunday afternoon. It's not. Good Sunday afternoon to you all. Hope all you are all doing well. Uh, Today's topic is exactly what we're saying. Hold on, I'm trying to get my tablet to cooperate. Some days it's easier than others here, guys. Hold on. There. Today we're talking about premium compound bows versus budget compound bows. And hey, Stoney, what's up, my man? Good to see you. Just starting to roll in with stuff here, and we're talking about, as the title says, premium compound bows versus budget-friendly compound bows. And so we're in, yeah, everybody enjoy your day. It's the Lord's Day. Please do. And praising God for today. So basically what we're going to be discussing is the pros and the cons of a budget-friendly compound bow and versus a premium. And basically we're going to be looking at various different components and everything today. And so thank you for joining me, and I hope this is help to you. I will say that I have had some very excellent budget compound bows, and then I've had some that haven't been so great, and I've got to talk to the manufacturers. In fact, I've got to send a message to a manufacturer tomorrow to absolutely show them something that's happened. I shot 12 arrows through it, and the thing completely fell apart. And then I put it back together again. It completely fell apart. So there has been, over the years, I have seen a gap between, over the 10 to 15 year mark, I've seen the gap between budget-friendly compound bows and premium compound bows, which is much smaller today than it was 10 to 15 years ago. A lot of companies have pulled out of the compound bow manufacturing business. Examples we have of today, we have the Bear Cruiser series, the Diamond Edge series, Mission models, and Bear Whitetail models, which were part of the flagship of the compound bows as they started. The pros of all these were excellent. They were an excellent value, usually very adjustable, killed deer effectively, just as effectively, great for beginner and casual hunters, often sold as a ready-to-hunt shoot package with accessories included. The cons: less refined draw cycle, more vibration and noise, lower quality strings and accessories, few tuning options, and heavier overall draw weight in many cases. So these are the ones that are about, probably you're looking at your $300 to $800 bows, which honestly back then the let off was a lot less and everything. I've tried 100 with a lot of these bows because I couldn't afford the premium bows way back then, and quite frankly, they were rough to hunt with in a lot of ways because couldn't necessarily hold the draw as your game was coming in, whatever game it was. Um, and I absolutely saw that they were an excellent value for sure. 100% agree with that. Usually they were very adjustable, but the whole cons behind all of this was also back in that time when I started really getting into the compound bow market. Um, they also you had to have a bow press back then to really adjust them at that point to micro adjust them and everything. And also back then, the pulley systems were a lot more complicated than they are today. They really made them ease of use. So it's been and it's a lot easier today. The sight systems are totally different than they are as of today. Did they effectively take a wild game down for you to bring home to your family? Yeah, they did. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, they did. And by the way, everybody, happy 4th. We kind of just jumped into the uh, of July weekend. We kind of just jumped into this a little bit. But yeah, they did take game effectively. Um, they were great for beginners and casual hunters back in the day. Um, Mine back in the day did not come. I had a Barnett. I didn't have Bear. I had Barnett, which now have pretty much gone out of the compound bow market. They do have um, some compounds for people that adjust up to until they're bigger. Um, but my Barnett was Barnett compound, and I loved it. However, through the years, I just grew out of it. And here you yawning. I'm not bored with you guys, but so I did upgrade, and over the years, I gave that one away. Um, so mine didn't come ready to hunt. I actually took back then. I had worked odd jobs and got an allowance from my parents to put mine together. So, yeah, mine wasn't a ready to hunt package. Although they did have them back then, mine was not. Mine was a bare bones bow. They did have back then a less refined draw cycle. It was really there was no break point. Back then, I shot with gloves with a compound, not a release, and then they had this amazing thing that was a release that was like a T release. Oh, which excuse me, which I started using and effectively using, and I loved it. The draw was not really smooth. Um, it was lower quality strings for sure. There was more vibration. Um, Made string dampeners. Believe it or not, I would go into the local yarn store and get black yarn and gray yarn and make my own little camo yarn puffs, and it worked. Actually, worked really well. Uh, the older bows that I had in the past really didn't have a lot of tuning options either. Um, they were heavier in overall weight and beefier, and they were basically you go to your hunting, you go to your not just we didn't have really blinds back then. We went to our tree stands, and there's tree stand bow, and that was pretty much it. Um, Now with the premium bows back then, they were about $1,200 to $2,000, which a lot. Examples were the Mathews lift, Hoyt carbon models, and PSC match series, and Bowtech flagships, which that was very popular when I first got into bow hunting and everything. But here's the thing about that is that they were smoother draw. They were quieter shooting, and the mechanisms were great. Better balance at full draw, higher quality matching and finishings, and better tuning systems, less hand shock and vibration when you release. There was less hand shock and vibration, and they were typically lighter, more efficient. They were much more expensive, and the performance gains were relatively small, but often solid bare bow right from the beginning, and required additional accessories for purchase. But what what are you actually paying for? You are paying for refinement, smoothness, tighter manufacturing tolerances, better strings and components, and improved turning capability. You're not really buying speed increases or anything with those bows, and you're getting very little difference between the budget bow and the premium bows. So, and there's only an often the difference between a $400 bow and a $1,400 bow is usually about a 15 to 20 feet per second once both are properly tuned. So here we go with a few things here in the modern day field. Modern day field is I do have a Bass Pro Toxic. Love that bow. It's been my favorite of all time. However, I will say to you this is that I've had that bow for I'm trying to think. My son is now 22. I would say 10 years, and it has not disappointed me yet. But I started getting back into the budget bow market just to see what is out there, and I'm finding a few surprises out there. Really, I've been blown away by them. And actually, I just picked one up recently, and I just was blown away by it. I'm going to see how it performs, and I will take you out to the range with me on that one. But I will tell you that it is an 80% let off. It's great. It's fantastic. Looks beautiful. Not something I'm going to be really showcasing right now, but I will be showcasing it after I shoot it a little bit on the range here, and you'll see it on live from the range. And by the way, Live from the Range for Rig Outdoors is coming back. It has been extremely hot up here in Maine, so I've been kind of just walking that back a little bit. But I can tell you that the prices of a good compound bow and its package have dropped significantly. Now, some guys would say, well, $600 to $800 will get you a good bow. And they're right, it will. However, I can also say that it can go much lower than that. The bow that I just got, and I'm not going to top it up until I put it through its paces, but the one that I just got really has a promise. Now, I did have one from a company that I need to get a hold of. I'm going to refrain their name right now. That literally did not hold up as well. Just fell apart in my hand after running 12 arrows through it. So, yeah, that's kind of rough there. But we'll, we'll just leave it at that. Um, So, will a budget bow, will a premium bow put venison on your table and in your freezer? Yes, it will. Will a budget bow do the same thing? Yes, it will. But you really, before you even shoot anything on that budget bow, you need to really check the strings, check the limbs, check everything, do all your checkpoints. Make sure your strings are waxed and everything is ready to go. Make sure that everything is matching up accordingly. Never dry fire your new bow, or any other bow for that matter. It could mess you up. Never do it. But I will tell you that the premium bow versus the budget bow, I'm finding very little difference in them as of today. The price point, you can't beat it. $224 for a good, solid bow. This will help these that are there that are non-premium, but yet still fairly high in quality. I would say you're going to get at least 95% of performance in that of a flagship bow for less money. 200, like I said before, $220 some odd dollars, $24 for the one that I will be taking out onto the range. The premium bow makes the most sense of it. You can shoot hundreds or thousands of arrows yearly out of it. You can even appreciate top tier fit and finish, and you will simply enjoy owning the best equipment for a budget price. And the best part, you're putting venison in the freezer and staying in tune with your budget. So, what kind of shooting are you doing? Whitetails, western hunting, 3D targets, or is there anything that you can think of that is different that you're taking in your neck of the woods? Leave it down in the description below. I hope this has been a help to you. This is Ian with R.I.G Outdoors, and may you all have a blessed afternoon. And remember, Jesus said, I'm the only way, truth, and life. Blessings, guys. Talk to you later.